Well, Roman, how did it feel out there today for you? Obviously, pretty emotional, very very hyped, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, obviously it was just everything I had hoped for. Obviously a little nervous, pretty amped up. First time in like 609 days I've been out there competing on the mound in a college setting. So, just I remember walking back from the bullpen with Cole and just being like, man, I'm just taking this all in. It's such a blessing to be able to go back out there and compete. And it was great to be able to see the hitters put some smite into some balls and score 7 runs in the first inning. So obviously great to have that run support as well, and just really just give me a chance to go out there and settle in and give us the best chance to win.
Hey, Roman, once you get through that first inning, what's kind of the feeling in your head? Is it kind of like relief, excitement? Like, I'm sure there's so many emotions when you go through it, right?
Yeah, I mean, just getting through that first inning and I'm seeing the crowd and hearing my team and stuff and all that stuff. It was so surreal, and like you get in those moments. I talked to you about Omaha, just like you just black out, and that's kind of what that was for me today. Just to be able to, go out there and throw the ball again in a competitive setting, and you just kind of you're so laser focused on what you're doing. And that was just kind of the mindset. And then, obviously score 7 runs in the first inning. It's pretty good padding. So,
Roman, you have probably thought about this day forever since it happened. You were just on the field for longer than almost anyone signing autographs and trying to take it in. What did today mean to you?
Man, it meant everything to me. I came here last year, and I have a background here in South Carolina going to P27, and coming to games here and just seeing what the atmosphere is like this is where I wanted to be after my freshman year, and coming back here and then obviously having the unfortunate events unfold last year with the injury and the surgery and everything, just to be able to be back out there today with my brothers and my teammates and compete and have some fun out there and scream a little bit and just be in that competitive nature again. It was everything to me, man, and I'm so glad to be able to have my teammates here, to be able to watch it, my parents, and everybody who's supported me over the last 2 years throughout this injury. It means the world to me.
Yeah, and Dylan, what was the weekend like for you? Obviously, a very crowded outfield with a bunch of guys trying to get jobs. Your opening day starter in center field and go through it and have a great productive weekend. You feel some vindication getting that starting spot and have play so well this weekend.
Yeah, I've kind of pretty much tried to have the mindset you're competing out there obviously for a spot, but I just kind of been focusing on what can I do for my team to win a game. I've been going into that role I don't have to be the All-American. We got 2 of those. You know what I'm saying? I've just got to be the guy who's willing to do anything to win the game. So that's kind of the mindset I went to day in and day out with it. So scrimmages and this past weekend.
Roman, obviously there were a few other guys who were, impactful in getting the combined no-hitter. What did you think of the way they pitched? And then obviously you mentioned your parents before. They were sitting, front row behind the dugout. What did it mean for them to be in town and to get to see you do your thing again?
Yeah, so to answer that first part, I mean, it's great to see, some young guys go out there and attack the zone and just, put it all on the line, I feel like against these guys, all we had to really do was just fill up the zone and let our stuff play. And I feel like we did a great job of that today, and obviously the scorebook showed it, giving up no hits in 7 innings. And, to be a part of that, a no-hitter my first outing, I mean, what are the odds of that? It's just so surreal and crazy to be able to be a part of that. And, such a great weekend for us as a team, 3 wins, 3-0 to start the year. That's what we're looking to do. So, and for my parents, man, it means the world to me and the world to them. I know I went and hugged my mom after the game. She started crying. She's like, I'm so proud of you. And, that hits home for me because I've put a lot of work in over the last 2 years to be able to get back to being out there, and for them to be here and see that, it means everything to me, man.
Roman, what do you do with your tongue when you pitch? They would show you zoomed in on the camera, and it seemed like you were all over the place.
Yeah. So I actually wear this mouth guard, and my bottom teeth says as y'all could see, like you said, moving my tongue around a lot. That's just me clenching my jaw because I'm trying to. I don't even know how to explain it, but I'm just trying to get locked in, and I'm pretty. What's the word I'm looking for? amped, I guess. But I mean, it was just, I'm so locked in out there, man. It's just like I wear it and it helps me with my breathing, and you know, I can also clench down on it when I'm just super hyped up. But yeah, so that's probably what you were seeing out there is just that mouth guard stuff. But yeah, yeah.
Dylan, what do you do with your tongue when you hit? No, I'm just kidding.
I was about to ask you.
No, from a team offensive performance this weekend, you know, how do you assess how you guys did, your approach, and how things kind of evolved from day one when y'all didn't necessarily have a whole lot of run production, but did better the next couple of days?
Yeah, no, I think King said it best after the game. I think we definitely got better as the weekend went on. I think we got a lot of new guys, so we just had to settle into the environment. But I think definitely as the weekend went on, we just kind of stuck to our approach more. You know what I'm saying? And after Friday night, we definitely settled in, and then, you know, we do what we do. So.
Yeah, to add to that, I'd like to say that, you know, we didn't really hit the long ball as much as we normally do this week. And I feel like that just goes to show how good our lineup really is and how deep we are, just to be able to, you know, combine hits and just get guys on base. And I feel like that shows how gritty we are as a team.
Right. And, I mean, even, like, we didn't play the best Friday, but we still had some good at-bats, like a lot of good at-bats. So, I mean, that's something definitely that you can go day to day and build off of. So, very proud of us for that.
Did you have the vlog going today, and who was responsible for filming, if so?
Yeah, so I think SQ was on the camera today, and then I think he was flipping it around between like Veach and Sam Simpson a little bit. But at the end of the game, after I was done and doing my recovery stuff, I got the end of the game. It was pretty cool. And I remember I was like upstairs and just doing my recovery, and then walk back down and look at the scoreboard, and I'm like, they don't have any hits. And like I didn't even realize that until the fifth inning. So then, you know, I'm like at the end of the game, I'm like, we just threw a no-hitter. I mean, you'll see it in the video. I'm just like so surprised, and then you can see I panned over to Corey, and he's like, we just threw a no-hitter. It was just so crazy. But yeah, I mean, like I said earlier, it's so surreal that, you know, first game back is a no-hitter. It's just nuts. It's crazy.
Dylan, you've come up with the bases, you know, someone on base in a lot of your at-bats. How have you felt you've kind of hit in those situations, and the team as a whole, the same thing?
For me personally, I know in my last at-bat yesterday, didn't do a good job. But I think today I had a good at-bat, and I remember I was walking to the plate, bases juiced, 2 outs. Like I was just like, in my head, I was like, don't do too much. Middle of the field, you know, keep it simple. Get a pitch you can hit middle hard. And I think for me, like, that works for me when I just keep things simple and don't ever, like, do things, you know. And I know, I mean, you got a guy like Gavin Cassis behind you. You really, you know, like, I'm comfortable, you know, getting walked or hitting a single. You know, that guy's very dexterous. So, I mean, it was good. I mean, just keeping everything simple.